know it's a headline and not geography, strictly speaking, but is Coogee now your new coastline?
I think it might be, yeah. Well, someone mentioned earlier, Pavlich the Pav has a nice ring to it, and what a magnificent coastline that we have here in Sydney. We are blessed to have been in WA for a long time, and yeah, Cottesloe's not a bad spot, but this might have it covered.
As a suit these days, how much does today mean to you?
I think you got a sense of just the energy and the connection that the Swans brand with Nike have, and there's a lot of young, fit people in the room and out jogging today. And here in the eastern suburbs of Sydney, we're synonymous with that brand of Nike Swans and people here in the east. So it's just awesome to see the red and white running along the coastline, and so many young people and old, all ages out there having a run, and that connection to our people.
How did you fare out there? I saw you out there.
I battled a little bit, but I got through 5K, so I've ticked my run for the week. But I loved it. I sort of someone put me with the fast group, so that was asking a bit too much of me, but it was nice. We ran it with our AFLW GM and one of our assistant coaches, and somehow I got through.
Have the past couple of weeks been for you?
No, Joe, you go. I beg your pardon.
Sorry, all right. How have the past couple of weeks been for you in a new role, in a new club, new city?
Loving it. Yeah, I'm loving the role and all the challenges and opportunities it brings. I think having sort of 2 or 3 months last year taking over and getting the baton handed from Tom, we hit the ground running. There was a pretty busy sort of 3 or 4 months leading into Christmas. Felt like we bedded down some of the longer term strategy. Sorry, Lucky. And we're able to get through the trade periods and the drafts as best we could. And now we come out the other side. Lauren and the kids are here. We're settled into schools, and I feel a lot more settled now in the role. So all steam ahead before opening round.
What's the energy been like? Is it obviously new coach and new additions to the coaching box as well? What's the energy?
Energy's been great. Change is inevitable, particularly in the game that we're in. It's quite a transient industry that we work in, but it's been awesome to have Simon Goodwin come in, Nick Milchowski come back to the club, Jeremy Laidler come back to the club in terms of that, strengthening that coaching group. They're really been beneficial for Dean, and Dean's in a much better place planning-wise, timing-wise, ahead of this season than he was last year. And the great news is, from a playing perspective, we've got through, touch wood, pretty well on the field. If you come down on Friday, you'll see a pretty full list out there training. So we know that it doesn't guarantee success, but it gives you the best chance to compete, and we're in decent shape.
I know part of the appeal of coming to the Swans is undoubtedly the stability of the club, and the club that's had a lot of success. But over the past 12 months, we've seen a bit of change, new coaches in both systems, few new players, obviously someone like Charlie coming in. Is that almost a good thing for someone like yourself who can come in and kind of create your own chapter here rather than having to kind of follow in footsteps?
Try to do both if we can, honour the past as well and as best we can, because we've had just wonderful people and success here, and that stability is really important. And while that foundation is there, there's always going to be some moving chess pieces. So to me, coming in, Dean in his second year, some new coaches, we've had some change with our executive as well. So with that change brings new idea. It also can bring some anxiety, but somewhere in between those two things is where we try to operate. And yeah, we're very excited about this year and the near to long term future.
Just on that, what's your goal? Do you have a quote-unquote vision?
My goal, to lead effectively is my goal. We've got great people at the club. We've got a great team, and it's really just to help them flourish into their roles and do as best we can. I'll try to stay out of their way. We've got just some really high operators, both on and off the field, and there's some things to keep bedding down. We're about respect, courage and curiosity and trying to innovate. We're a club that's always been that way inclined, with a strong tradition obviously down to South Melbourne, so getting that balance right. But my role is to lead our people and guide them as best we can.
Taylor Adams, how's he tracking mentally and physically with Achilles, and how good as a CEO has it been to see good people surrounding him and supporting him?
Yeah, look, it was a nasty incident, and we did support Taylor as best we could through that period. He will say himself that he feels incredibly supported by everyone at the club and through that period, which was a tough one for him. Mentally, he's in good shape. Obviously rocked him when the incident happened, and he He's worked his way through that. Physically, with his Achilles, he's on track. He's running. He's one that is a little bit further behind, clearly, than the others. But speaking to him, he'll say, I'm ready, coach. I'm ready, CEO. Whenever you need me. So he's as positive and upbeat as always.
A native South Australia.
Yeah.
The Origin concept.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? And as an adopted Sandgroper, how do you think WA will go?
I love it. I got to play, very fortunate to play the International Rules Series a long time ago, both in Ireland and in Australia. I was able to play in the All-Stars match against Victoria about halfway through my career. So representative footy was what I grew up watching and loving, and got to play a part of it, but never got to play for South Australia and or my adopted state of Western Australia. So I think it's fantastic. I hope it's a great success. I know the WA public are right behind it. It's a sellout. Our coach is so passionate about WA, so too Chad Warner, who's playing. So we just need to find out where this sits. We know that Malinaskis and South Australia are keen to get a game. The Indigenous All-Stars match last year was a great success as well. So I think with Tasmania coming in, there's an opportunity for the competition more broadly to think about fixture and structure and how and where rep footy sits. But I'm an advocate.
Do you think if the scheduling permitted that finding a way to get it in the middle of the season somewhere where players are a bit more fit, there's not pre-season injury concerns, all that would be the ideal scenario?
I think when Tassie come in, it's about the right time, given the fact that that's going to force a fixture change. We all know there's inequality in the fixture as it stands. How do we make it more equalised? We talk about equalisation a lot in this industry, but we know that that's, whilst there's measures to do it, we're not fully equalised. So how does the fixture go some way to do that? I.e. playing everyone once and then allowing some rep footy and other things. So middle of the season, end of the season, pre-season, I think it's a discussion the industry needs to have. But if this goes well on the weekend, we'd be watching it closely.
And with your club CEO hat on, obviously with only the one player, Chad, in the game, how do you balance the wanting him to represent his state at the highest level, knowing that you got practice games in a week?
Right now it's a practice game. It's more than that, but it's a practice game for Chad, so we tick it off. We hope he goes really well. We hope he plays great and lights it up, because it's minutes into him ahead of opening round against Carlton, which is looking great. Our membership sales are going great, ticket sales are going awesome for opening round, and the more that our players are out there playing, and we're talking about Chad dominating for WA, there's always risk. There's going to be risk tomorrow when they do a match simulation. We saw the Adelaide Crows, that happened to a couple of their big name players. So it's calculated risk at this time of the year, and we're fully supportive of Chad and Dean over there.
You've been here a short time, but could New South Wales have its state of origin team? Do they need to combine with Queensland?
Ask John Longmire and he will say absolutely, and I'm supportive of that view. Why not? Like the depth of talent here, like our academy, we had a number of athletes drafted both into the AFL and AFLW 6 last year. We're aiming for that again next year, probably more. So the more that we grow the game here in New South Wales, Queensland's had great growth as well. I can't see why that wouldn't be a possibility into the future.
Quickly, how has your relationship with Dean Cox developed?
It's great. It's great to connect again. It's funny, you sort of ships the night a little bit when you live in the same city and you're playing and travelling and various things, but always had great respect for him on the field, and we had enough connection in various ways while we were playing. So it's really nice to connect again and build that relationship, and his energy and the players' just love for him is coming through. We're hopeful that he's in a much better place than he was last year, both in his own preparation and understanding of what the job entails, but also with the support that we've been able to bring in around him.
Did you guys have any run-ins as opposition players?
No, I don't think so. No, I can't remember anything. I'm sure there was probably some words said, but he was a great player, and we just had great, hopefully, mutual respect for one another. And if I did say anything to him, he will remind me at some point.